Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. The bidding process for the 360 megawatt power project continues to attract negative attention. The powerful private sector organization of Jamaica says following concerns raised by independent consultant Mott MacDonald, there's heightened concern about the entire bidding process, and the PSOJ is calling for full disclosure regarding that process. Independent consultant Mott MacDonald found that none of the four bidders for the 360 megawatt power project met the minimum score required to execute that project. The PSOJ is also reminding the OUR that tomorrow, October 3, is the deadline for Azurist Cambridge to provide the almost $7 million bond, and should they fail, it wants them disqualified from the process. If this occurs, the PSOJ wants the next best bidder, Energy World International, to be also disqualified from the project, and secondly, that negotiations commence with the prospective investors that submitted proposals by the previously established March 15, 2013 deadline. Now, during a press conference last month, members of the Azurist Partnership told me they planned to fund the $690 million project via 78% debt and 22% equity. On the foreign exchange market, both the benchmark American dollar and the British pound today strengthened to new record highs against the Jamaican currency. The greenback gained 5 Jamaican cents, closing at a new record high average selling rate of $103.78 Jamaican. The Canadian dollar advanced by 2 Jamaican cents, closing at $100.37, while sterling gained 28 cents Jamaican to close at $169.55. News on the market now, and buoyed by advances in blue chips Grace Kennedy, Scotia Group, and Sagicor Life Jamaica, the Jamaican stock market indices made modest gains today. The main JC index gained 278 points, or 0.3%. 30 stocks traded, with 4 advancing, 10 declining, and 16 holding firm. The winners were Grace Kennedy, Kingston Wharves, Sagicor Life Jamaica, and Scotia Group, the day's big winner. The losers included Caribbean Cement, Carreras, JMMB, NCB, Seprod, and Supreme Ventures, today's big loser. Now finally, today and going forward, we highlight key structural benchmarks agreed with the IMF and tabled in Parliament yesterday as Ministry Paper 113. In the case of tax reform, Section 10B, effective December 31 this year, the government is to cease the granting of tax incentives under the regime prior to the Omnibus Tax Incentive Act and of any discretionary tax waiver. Now, that key benchmark is likely to have an impact on some of the companies within the junior market, as the government has made it clear that tax incentives will be skewed towards production. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.